Hello, welcome along. I am live once more with some more Lunchtime Final Fantasy 14. Hey Paul, welcome. I am not entirely sure actually what I'm going to do, so that's kind of a question for starters. I've not played this in a few days, so I'll probably just run some of the duties that I need to run to get currency, the currency that's capped on a weekly basis, because I've not done those yet. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'm just going to run the mini cactus part a couple of times, and then I'll get started with the relevant roulettes. 80. Welcome whoever else has joined. Lovely to have you with us. Do feel free to say hey in the chat. Lovely to know who's there. Let me know how you're doing. I was just explaining, I think I'm just going to run some expert and level 80 roulette and things, because that will get me a currency called Tomestones of Allegory, which is capped every week. And at the moment, so far this week, I've earned 10 out of a possible 450. So a week runs until Tuesday morning, slightly confusingly. So I probably just need to earn some of those while I can. So I'll do that and just chat with you all while I'm doing it. So let us know how you're doing. How are you, Paul? How's Trix? Hopefully this queue won't be too long. I'm a tank, so it's normally quite quick, which makes things easier. I also hope you're very proud, Paul. I remember to unmute my mic when I when I switched over to being properly live today, which is a big improvement. You're always proud of me. Cool. You're doing well, working as usual. I hope you're not working too hard, and I hope you're looking forward to a bank holiday weekend, because we have all of the joys of a 3-day weekend. I have a load of gear I can go and get rid of. Oh, I also have a card I can get rid of while I'm here. Eros card. Oh, which I don't have yet. Fine, so I'll add that to my deck. Hoping for amazing weather for the weekend. Gonna cycle about. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, it'd be nice if the weather were... It's been a bit... it's a lot colder today, isn't it? Because of this wind. I don't know if it's windy in your part of town, but it's been windy here. And I don't know if you saw on Twitter, I popped downstairs. I've popped outside once so far today to see my brother, because he had to come and drop something off. And was stood outside chatting to him for a little while, and it was very windy. And it felt quite a bit colder. I was like, oh, I need a jumper or something on today rather than just a t-shirt. 'Tis gusty. Yeah, it is gusty. As I say, I really noticed the difference compared to yesterday and the day before. But yeah, it was nice to see my brother for about 5 minutes. Just stood apart from each other outside chatting while the dogs ran around excitedly, because they've not seen him in ages. They were super excited to see him. He'll be the first person they know, other than me and my husband, that they've seen since before the lockdown began. So, yeah, pretty exciting for them to see someone they know, I think. Getting all these seals. There we go. I'm number 1 in the queue, so hopefully it's not going to take very long then for us to get this duty. And I think I've sorted everything in my armory chest already. Oh, I'm just going to finish looking at that. Yes, cool. So this is Expert Roulette, so it can give me one of two different dungeons. Grand Cosmos or Anamnesis Anida. We shall see which we're going to get. Say hello to the people who are in the dungeon with me. We have Grand Cosmos. Okay, off we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Full list to load in. Here we go. Have I got them all? Yeah, I've got them all. Pretty sure. Alright, here we go. I'm going to do, as I'm in level 80 content, I tend to do what's called a double pull. So, I'm going to go and get a second batch of enemies. I'm going to get the one that I've not quite got, if it would appear. Oh, they brought it in. There it is. They brought it over to me. Sensible. So we're just going to squish all of these enemies super quickly. Turn this down, it's a bit loud. There we go, that's better. Get rid of them all in next to no time. Blast through this dungeon pretty damn quickly, probably. Boom. Awesome. So, I know I'm probably repeating myself for anyone who's watched before, but dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV, apart from the odd one here and there, which is truly odd, have 3 bosses. So we'll work our way through 3 sets of groups of enemies, if that makes sense, until we reach a boss each time. So we're just about to get to boss number 1. So also dealing with all these enemies in such large groups just gets us to the boss so quickly. It means we're going to kind of blast through this dungeon in next to no time. And it's a dungeon I must have done like 20 to 30 times, so you know, I can just go into autopilot, basically. I know exactly what I'm doing. Got a good level of confidence in this dungeon. Just make my way through it for a nice little non-stressful lunchtime play. And then I'll probably go back to, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake this morning, so which I feel like I'm finally starting to get into, but we'll see. I'm just at the end of chapter 3. I kind of want to, now I just want to, I've got a bit of motivation, I just want to blast through it because Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition comes out in a week's time. So I want to free my time up for that. There's a part of me that would love to play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition on stream, but I suspect that's going to take a very, very long time to make my way through that game on stream, so we shall see what I decide to do. It's going to be a hell of a lot of hours, because Xenoblade games are long. But I am also, you know, I'm on furlough. Oh, shit. I'm on furlough, so I guess I could do extra streams if I wanted to. You know, I've got the time. I don't know. I'm a bit undecided what I'm going to do. Stack. I might just play Xenoblade separately in my non-streaming time and play something else on stream once I've finished Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but we shall see. I don't know, if you're still there, Paul, what's your thoughts on long JRPGs on stream? I just kind of worry that they drag on and they're going to get a bit samey. And there's going to be a lot of grinding. More time to play new games, yeah. Yeah, I want my time to play new games. I'm doing a good job at the moment of kind of getting through games that I've been meaning to play for ages, but haven't. So, oh shit. Oh, I'm just not paying any attention to these mechanics. Having said I can just blast through this and go on autopilot, I am now not doing the best. You like to take your time with RPGs, I do all the side quests, go back and forth, etc. Yeah, and I do. Depending on the RPG, I can do. It's just where I think it's not necessarily the best thing for stream, and also it might frustrate me personally if I get into it and I really want to. But if you can structure it, it may well work. Oh no. I just also wonder if I'll get frustrated because I'll just want to keep playing. And then I'm like, now I kind of need to wait until tomorrow's stream to keep playing? I don't know. We'll see. I think I might still just keep it off stream. But I'm definitely thinking, I think at the end of the... of next month, towards the end of next month, I am definitely thinking about streaming Last of Us Part 2. Because that's end of June that comes out. And I tend to find action-adventure games tend to be a decent kind of length for doing on stream. So, yeah, same depends on my mood. I can play 1 hour or 10 hours. Haha, exactly. If I want to play for 10 hours solid, like, that's... I don't want to not have that content on stream. We'll see. We'll see. I'll work it out. But I also don't necessarily, you know, I want to play without needing to sit and be on stream for 10 hours. You weren't a fan of The Last of Us. Horror games aren't your thing. Those clickers are worse. I am also not a fan of horror games. And those clickers did terrify me. But I managed to get on with Last of Us in a way that I have never got on with something like Resident Evil. I guess I found it less out-and-out horror than maybe I have found horror games previously. And certainly I also found that the thing that horrified me the most in The Last of Us, I think this is something that good horror can do, was the humans. You know, it was like, sure, the clickers and everything were disgusting and horrible, but what was truly horrifying was what humanity were doing to each other. And definitely truly the worst section of the entirety of The Last of Us is the section where you realise it's just a bunch of humans, you know, doing horrible things. And using... Humans are the worst, they are. And using, you know, as cover... using using the situation the world is in as cover to like let humanity's worst side just come through. It reminded me really much, that's the section I'm referring to, which I won't do in spoiler ways, really reminded me of there's an episode in season 1 of Torchwood, if you've ever watched Torchwood, where they end up at they end up what they think are all these monsters, and it turns out are just humans, and they're just like, why are you doing this? And they're just like, oh, it's fun. And it's like, oh, heart tortured. Okay, so you probably know the episode that I'm thinking of in season 1, where they end up in like that little village, the village with the cannibals. The hunt episode, yeah, it was so bizarre. Yeah, and it's just like this moment of like, these are these really horrible things, you know. I think it tends to be that's when I like horror, because I say I don't do horror films particularly. I don't do horror. I don't do horror games. They're really not my thing. It tends to be because I don't really like. I don't like jump scares in the slightest, you know. I scare quite easily, so I don't really need a jump scare. I'm much more into psychological thrillers than I'll ever be into horror. I also remember as a teenager, I remember going to see the American remake of The Ring, and it just like, I couldn't sleep for a week properly. It terrified me. But on the other hand, I am strangely obsessed with Alfred Hitchcock, who was not a horror filmmaker. Anyone who says he was a horror filmmaker is lying. He was a thriller filmmaker, but he did make a couple of horrors. And I remember I went to Universal Studios. When first time I went to Universal Studios must have been when I was about 9, and they used to have at Universal Studios this Alfred Hitchcock experience thing, and we did the experience thing, and part of it is all about, the main part of it is all based around Psycho. It just terrified me. You know, I think 9 years old is probably a bit young to be experiencing the shower scene. And it utterly terrified me, and it's probably why I am absolutely 100% an Alfred Hitchcock obsessive, because that kind of early experience with it totally turned me into an obsessive. And I would genuinely say now that Psycho is legitimately one of the best films ever made. Because it's astonishing. In fact, on my honeymoon, Mark and I, when we were on honeymoon, there was this thing you could do. We went to the Maldives, which was lovely and beautiful, and there was this thing you could do at our resort, which appears to be quite popular at resorts nowadays, where you could pay money to view a film on the beach, and they would set up like this pop-up outside cinema. And you got champagne, and you had popcorn, you had ice cream, and we were like, you know, we really love films, and we thought that looked really nice. From more or less the first time we saw it set up on the beach while we were there, I started saying to Mark, "Oh, what do you think is the least appropriate film you could watch on the beach?" And we were talking about that. Oh, 3 minutes, please. So, you know, we spent a while talking about what we thought would be the most inappropriate film, and lo and behold, Mark then went and arranged for us to watch Psycho on the beach. So we watched Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock Psycho, on the beach, under the stars. One of the most surreal experiences of my life, but it was amazing, because I love that film to pieces. Movie on the Beach sounds lush. Maybe not that film though, huh? Yes, yeah. Well, so we watched Psycho, and then like the next night there was someone watching North by Northwest. So I think we'd inspired that. And then I think the night after that there was someone watching oh, what's it called? Why is my brain gone really blank? The not the Alfred Hitchcock, the Leo DiCaprio one where he has to like skin a bear and all that kind of stuff, which also didn't seem like the most romantic of film choices. But yeah, Psycho on the Beach was amazing. It's a film that I've seen in some of the most bizarre circumstances, and Psycho on the Beach was just like phenomenal. But we had this hilarious moment. So like right at the beginning, the person at the resort who was looking after us, you know, as soon as we got there, he took our order for what ice cream we'd like to have. You know, he said he'd bring, you know, the ice cream. There was popcorn and champagne there at the start, and the ice cream, you know, he would bring partway through. It's like, okay, so we said like, oh, this is what we want, ice cream wise. And then the timing of it was just hilarious. I kid you not. Janet Leigh is just, you know, just checked into a hotel room, and there she is. She's gonna take a shower. She's just turning the shower on. She's starting to get undressed, and this person came back with the ice cream, literally at that very moment, just before the shower scene, and we were just like, oh my god, We're watching the shower scene with ice cream that you've just delivered. Slightly odd experience. Hey Tom, how are you? I'm just talking about the time that I watched Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho on the beach on my honeymoon under the stars. But it was amazing. It's a film that I love and adore. And my husband arranged that for us, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Hilariously as well, it was a film that, perhaps unsurprisingly, it was a film that the resort didn't have in their normal choice of films. I think they had to go away and purchase it and download it so that we could watch it. Because Mark was really adamant. He's like, no, it has to be that film, please. It can't be any other film. But yeah, it was pretty hilarious. I also once had the joy of seeing Psycho. I saw Psycho at the Royal Festival Hall with live strings, which was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. Seeing it with a live string orchestra to play the soundtrack was amazing. And I think it's the best time I've ever seen it because with live strings there, it was just so visceral, and that scene, you know, as she gets murdered in the shower, was just breathtaking. So we have on today's topic of conversation, Alfred Hitchcock, the works of. Maybe I'll watch that soon. Be a nice little lockdown watch. It's strangely one of my comfort food films. It's a bit of a strange go-to maybe for a comfort food film, but I've seen it so many times, it's just like, oh. It's not my favourite Hitchcock, but yeah, I do think it's one of the best films ever made. Technical marvel. Just the way it's constructed is phenomenal. Right, so we're about to be through the third and final mob groups, and then we'll have the boss. So we've zoomed through this dungeon. Ba, 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 ba. Someone is viewing the cutscene. We'll wait for them. Here they come, here they come. Boss number 3, big fiery boss. Let's do this. Ba, 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 ba. Ah. Nearly level 50 as White Mage. Oh, that's exciting. Congrats. Congrats, congrats, congrats. And how is Heaven's Ward going so far? Are we enjoying? I hope we're enjoying. I love Heaven's Ward. Mind you, I just love all of it. I don't understand anyone who says that A Realm Reborn is arduous or tedious or anything, because I thought it was really good. Haven't done too much just yet. Okay, cool. That makes sense. I know you've only recently just got there. Remind me, have you done Heaven's Wall before? I know you've not done all of it. Shit. Accidentally destroyed a piece of furniture. That's bad. Yeah, I know you've done not all of it, but bits of it, and I just don't know if you've done Heaven's Wall itself before. You don't remember it. Okay, well, that at least is good. So you can get to enjoy it all over again. Okay, I need to keep him away. I don't want to destroy these chandeliers, because we're going to need them. Oh, and I think we destroyed way too much stuff. What have we got? Chandelier, chandelier, chandelier. Okay, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. And a plush sofa. We each need a piece of furniture, so, awesome. Oh, just had. So it is kind of new, you guess. Cool. Well, that's good. I guess bits of it will probably come back to you as well, though, won't they, as you play it? I would imagine. Oh, this boss is going super well. I'm really hungry as well. I haven't had lunch yet, and I'm now feeling super hungry. I think I'm going to have a ginger nut in a moment. So you're going to watch me munch on a ginger nut on stream. Which I know is going to be pretty much the most exciting content you've ever seen. We fall, we fall, we fall. We fall. Oh, this boss is nearly done. What are we on? 13%. We're nearly there. Someone will do the limit break in a moment, and then we will truly be done. Because you're pretty toast, boss. Yep, here we go. Here comes the limit break. Or not. It looked like someone had done it. Has someone not done the limit break? I don't understand why people are always so reluctant to do it. Like, it's going to help us. Ugh. GG. Ba 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 da. And the healer, because they kept me nice and alive. And I got a player accommodation, that's nice. Oh, right, I'm definitely going to have my... Ginger nuts are like god tier biscuits. Oh, the gingery taste. All the excitement. Right, so I'm going to quickly empty out the gear that I got that I don't need. No, I'll queue myself for something else. Oh, jammy dodgers are the best bickies. I don't like jammy dodgers. I've made homemade ones though, which I was told were very good. But I still don't like them. I find the jam too sticky. Custard cream's the best. I really love custard creams. I'm sorry, not everyone loves jammy dodgers. It just means there are more jammy dodgers for you to eat, Paul. Because I'm not scoffing them all, right? Sorry. I just don't. So that would have given me 90 of the currency, so that's a big jump. What else gets me good? Tomes, that's only 20. That's 15. 50. 50, 20, okay. I think this one gives me 35, so we'll do this one next. Tom is also not a fan of jammy dodgers. Oh, we're being controversial to Paul. All the Jammy Dodgers goodness. You shall eat them all so we don't have to. And that sounds like a good plan. I'm just going to keep eating all these these ginger nuts, and that'll start it. My body is not going to let me stop. Mm-mm-mm. A little bit of AMSR for you there. You could take or leave ginger nuts. What the actual? And they're amazing. I have ginger nuts. I love custard creams. I really like rich tea. Which I know loads of people find really dull, but I really like. Maryland cookies. Oh, Maryland cookies. I'm trying to think what other biscuits. Decent to nibble on, but not your first choice. Is that Reed the ginger nut? Or another one? Hobnobs. I don't like hobnobs. I'm not a big fan of oaty things. So like, I also won't eat flapjacks and stuff. Again, more hobnobs to you. Plain chocolate digestives. The dark ones. Dark chocolate digestives. Oh. Now there is a god tier biscuit. Jaffa cakes. Oh, Jaffa cakes. Oh. Hi all, I just joined at Hobnobs. Hey Michael, we're talking about our favourite biscuits. So, Tom says Jaffa cakes are horrible. I don't even know what to... Michael's contribution is Jaffa cakes. Fine. Jaffa cakes are amazing. I love Jaffa cakes. Oh, waiting for this level 80 roulette to pop. Got another 2 biscuits after this. And this all came out because I'm eating ginger nuts. That's where this started, to explain. That's where the biscuit chat came from. Ooh, white chocolate Leibniz. I mean, that does sound beautiful. I could definitely eat that. White chocolate is the best kind of chocolate system. I agree. Milky Bar. Milky Bar buttons. Give me a bag of those and I'm a happy man. Off we all go. Hey Ansem, how are you? You just joined us while we're talking about biscuits. What's your favourite biscuit? Do tell us. Okay. This heater's making me a bit nervous with how big they want to pull. And if the healer wants to pull everything, we can pull everything. God, I think the healer does want me to pull everything. Okay, I pulled everything. Good luck, healer. It's your responsibility now. There we go, mitigation. I will absolutely look at all of your comments in 2 seconds when we're out of this chaotic mess of stuff. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom. And we're done. White chocolate lint bunny? Oh my god. I mean, that sounds... Oh. I could serve a white chocolate lint bunny. I want one now. That's the problem. You regret not buying more. I don't blame you. I need to finish still. My husband and I got given, not Cadbury's, they were a different brand, but we got given 3 kilograms of mini eggs as an Easter gift. And we are yet to finish our 3 kilograms of Easter eggs because it was quite a lot. Literally like one massive bag of mini eggs. But we've been rationing them a bit. I think it's good. I think you can't eat too many mini eggs in one go anyway, because the chocolate's quite sweet inside them. Hey, Captain! Hey, everyone who's coming, Captain. Andre and Rintru. Hey, hey, hey! Welcome. We have been talking about what are people's favourite biscuits and chocolates while we are running this. So do tell us in the chat favorite biscuits, favorite chocolates. Really pleased to hear. It's all started because I've been eating some ginger nuts while I've been on stream. So oh damn it. We've had votes for jammy dodgers. We've had votes for custard creams. Votes for all the nuts, you say? Yes, nuts. Ginger nuts. If you don't have them in Germany, Andre, they are a ginger-flavoured biscuit. And they are amazing. Those are all so British-sounding. Which ones are British-sounding? Jammy Dodgers? Jammy Dodgers are pretty British-sounding. I'm not a fan of Jammy Dodgers. I mean, basically, Andre, you need to come visit the UK. Or I just need to come and visit and bring with me all of the biscuits for you to try. But that's what we've been discussing. There were some more continental choices in as far as Choco Leibniz was a good choice. A popular choice. I think we kind of all agree that we like a good Choco Leibniz. But yeah, that's what we're discussing while I just kind of run some dungeons and stuff. Basically, it's lunchtime and I've not eaten and I've got hungry. You're more of a cake kind of guy. Jaffa cake, to be precise. I mean, Jaffa cake has been given as a favourite biscuit. Obviously, there is the endless debate. Jaffa cakes, is it a cake? Is it a biscuit? One biscuit that just doesn't do anything for you is Oreo. I'm with you. I don't like Oreos. I don't understand this. They become so fashionable. I'm not a big Oreo fan, if I'm being honest. For tax purposes, it's a cake. Yeah, then this is the thing. Tax purposes are a Jaffa cake. Cakes, no, let's try again. Jaffa cake are... I thought it's a biscuit for... Isn't it a biscuit for tax purposes? Because biscuits aren't taxed, but cakes are. And it was something like that. I can't even remember. It's bonkers. Why there's tax on one of them, but not on the other. Right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, they avoid tax away. Oh, you're right, because it's chocolate biscuits are taxed, but non-chocolate biscuits aren't taxed. Hey again, Captain. Glad you fixed the sound. We're discussing favourite biscuits. I've no idea if you have anywhere near the same biscuits in either Australia or the US as we have over here, but I've been praising... I'm talking about my favourite biscuits, which are various ones. I really like ginger nuts. True ginger biscuit. Did you accidentally start the Jaffa Cake tax discussion? Yes. I mean, isn't it impossible to mention Jaffa Cakes without talking about tax? I also don't know if anyone else has Jaffa Cakes. You're partial to Tim Tams. I have had Tim Tams. I've got... My husband's best friend lives in Melbourne with his wife. And last time they were visiting, they brought some Tim Tams for us. And they were delicious. Melbourne's where you are, Captain, is that right? Have you had a Tim Tam Slam? I have had a Tim Tam Slam because we were advised to have a Tim Tam Slam while our friends are visiting. Yes, you're in Melbourne. Okay, cool. Well, then at some point, when my husband and I make it to Melbourne, we'll have to meet you in the flesh. Would be absolutely lovely. Which is the best Jaffa Cake? Just a standard Jaffa Cake. Standard McVitie's Jaffa Cake. Yeah, we are kind of working towards wanting to visit Oz and kind of probably do Oz and New Zealand or something. But we just keep not getting there. Life has just been so hectic. Plus, our friends who moved to Oz come and visit so often that we kind of keep feeling like if we're going to go and visit, we might as well do it when we've not seen them for ages. But they visit like every 6 months. So it makes it a bit more challenging. You're in London? Yes, I am in London. At the moment, we're entirely in London. As of whenever lockdown ends, we're going to be living about half our time in London and about half our time in Derbyshire, which is a county in the middle of England. And when we go there, we'll be either in a small town or in a village. So, and when I say half our time, will be more likely to be that'll be kind of almost week to week. We'll be more likely to be in London during the week and more likely to be there at the weekend. But my husband needs to be there a bit for work and here in London a bit for work. So, yeah, it's going to be good. You need to come to SF whenever lockdown ends, so maybe you'll come see us then. That'd be fabulous. I would love that. That'd be amazing. I so love meeting... my brain's gonna catch up with me. Meeting online friends in real life. Most of my best friends are people I've met online. I just love actually getting to meet them. I need to go to London, I'm just tired. Okay. What do you need to come to London for? That's interesting. Just trying to finish this boss off and pay enough attention to it. Oh, here we go. A very strange legal errand. Fine. I'm cool with very strange legal errands. If it gets you to the best city on Earth, it gets you to the best city on Earth. I know I'm biased. I demand that you see Littlest Otter as soon as lockdown ends, though. Ooh. That sounds like people who want to see some more content on your Twitter. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, why am I walking so slowly? There we go. Oh, we got some good content from Captain Fella in the last 24 hours. Okay. I will go and have a look at that. Maybe I'll enjoy that with my lunch. go. Here we go. You can eat while watching him eat. I mean, all of Captain's content is good content. Yeah, we stand. We do. We love you, Captain. You fill our lives with joyous filth. Oh, which way am I going? I've lost which way I'm going. This way. I still wonder how many of your Twitch followers are confused because they were expecting it to be like some kind of OnlyFans style channel. When it is, in actual fact, you playing video games. Probably a lot. Yeah, I think so. Kevin was like, my all-time best Twitter follow. I say as my Twitter mutuals are here. That's fine. We're not gonna get jealous. My all-time best Twitter follow. Well, I've got two. Are Nintendo Mouse, who I know some of you know, Richard Atkinson, who is one of my best friends, and Rue the Gamer, Ruben, who convinced me to start playing this, for starters, and is one of my other best friends. Oh, and Mark James, M. James, I think he's M. James 84, if anyone's come across him. They are my three best friends, and if I hadn't followed them on Twitter, I never would have got to know them. It is awesome. As I said, I feel like so many people are like, oh, online friends, they're not real friends. But it's like, yeah. They absolutely are, and it's just bollocks when people say that. And in normal times, I'd probably see them like once every month to 6 weeks. But I've not been able to see them in ages, obviously, because of all this. I've not seen any of them since. We were all at a New Year's party together. That's the last time I saw them, and I missed them a lot. I'm not going to read out loud what you said, Captain, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Some of my best friends are from online. I go on holiday once a year with them. Yeah. Well, Andre, I agree with you, and I don't agree with you. Mostly because, you know, it's less what I'm personally interested in. But I can absolutely appreciate a lovely one. Just write the address to your channel on the cheeks. I mean, that would be quite some advertising. You should get a domain, captain.hole, that reroutes your trip. Right, it's a tramp stamp. Yeah, I mean, like, all of these ideas we stan. They sound like genius marketing ideas. Oh, why has no one picked that up? There we go. It's a shame I'm too poor to go visit my online friends in other countries. I know, I would love to go visit online friends in other countries. But at the moment, as well, it's like, I know so many people in so many places. Mind you, at the moment, I just want to fucking well go overseas again. Like, the last time I went on a proper foreign holiday is like, what year are we in now? Like 3.5 years ago. It's the last time that's when my husband and I went on our honeymoon. We've done some lovely holidays in the UK since, but I just need to go and lie on a beach. And we were meant to be going and lying on a beach at Easter. which obviously didn't happen. Had to be cancelled and refunded. So we were meant to be lying on a beach in Easter. We were actually thinking of also going and doing a really big holiday in September, but I'm doubting that will happen. It's like I just need some time on a beach with my Kindle and some podcasts and nothing else to do. And all-inclusive cocktails. And that would make me very happy. I just need it. But there we go, we'll get there. I'm hopeful that we'll at least... At one stage I thought we just wouldn't get to go away at all, but now I'm hopeful we'll at least get to go and stay in a cottage in the UK or something. Because we do like quite going and taking the dogs and going and staying in a cottage, and you know, we'll just relax during the day, we'll go for a long walk each day with the dogs, we'll just spend time cooking stuff we normally wouldn't cook. I was supposed to do a big Euro trip with friends this summer, and it looks like Paris might still happen next month, but Spain and Portugal are still off the list. Yeah. Well, at the moment in the UK, it's still, you know, although you could travel to these places, our Foreign Office is still advising against all international travel unless it's essential. So, you know, we could go, but amongst other things, we're going to nullify our travel insurance. So if we have a problem, it would be really, really expensive because we've gone against, if we go against their advice, our travel insurance won't cover us for anything. So, yeah, it's a pain. Because we're also just my husband and I are just at a stage where going away is much more affordable. Because he spent a long time being freelance in and out of work and stuff, and now he's got a very, very secure income. You know, we can afford stuff in a way we haven't been able to, but we can't go away anywhere. I wouldn't even go to Paris with me, but if you feel comfortable doing that, then go ahead and make sure to be safe. Yeah, I agree. I think it's also just going to be, you know, going to any of these places, it's going to be such a weird time to be there. It's not going to be like a normal experience in Paris in the slightest. I'm going to do trials for 15. I also just don't like Paris. I mean, actually, I'm also with you that I think Paris is massively overrated. Admittedly, I've never been to Paris with someone that I'm madly in love with, so maybe that would change my opinion of Paris. But I've never liked it. I've been probably 3 times, I think. I don't really like it. Good decide in the next 2 weeks, so you don't feel fully comfortable with it. But I think if we're careful and stay away from crowds, it might still be fine. I like Paris, but it definitely got issues. It's dirty for starters. Yes. Yeah. And I find a lot of it, like the touristy bits. The cliched touristy bits are really lovely and everything, but I find the rest of it a bit soulless. And I guess maybe it's a being British thing as well, but I'm just like, I find it very strange, that experience of those really big, wide avenues. I find them much less good for atmosphere than you know, it's very different from a street in London. Preach, ballad, preach. I'm with you there. Every single word you said. The museums and stuff, nice. Like, yeah, I mean, the museums in Paris are amazing. Agree. Tom, you've never been to London? Wow. You need to come to London. I love London, but, you know, obviously biased because I live here. But I grew up, I grew up in a town called Southend-on-Sea, which is where the Thames meets the sea. So it's where the river becomes the North Sea. And it would only take us, it takes about 45 minutes to get from the train station to a station that's 5 minutes from my mum's. So we used to come to London all of the time when I was growing up. And the train company, I think they still do it, actually. The train company that my mum, the train line that she lives on, did this thing when we were growing up where if you bought an adult ticket to come to London, it wasn't that expensive. It was maybe like a £16 ticket that gave you a return and at the same time gave you all of your travel on the London Underground that day. So, you know, it was, oh, whoa, this has not gone well. So that was really cheap. If you bought one of those for an adult, you could buy 2 of those for children as well. And the ones for the children only cost £1 each. So we used to come to London all of the time. Because I've got 3 brothers, so, you know, for us to go and do stuff was expensive because we were a big family. So we would just come to London and we'd do stuff for free. You know, we'd go sightseeing and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just great fun. Yeah, so biased because I've always loved London. Visit London when they managed to open Crossrail. Ha! Yeah, I mean, like, oh shit, this is not going well. I wouldn't hold your breath about when Crossrail is going to be open. That's going to take a long time. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm welcoming, Andre. Super sorry. Restart. Come again and I'll look after you. I introduced lots of lovely people. Yeah, it's obviously just like absolutely not the experience I want anyone to have of London. Because that sucks. Okay, I'm hoping this trial is going to go better. We've restarted like 3 times already, but it's looking better. Yeah, the other thing about London for me is, so I always wanted to live in London. As I said, because we grew up near London, we came a lot. And to me, my notion of what it was like to live in London was the blocks of flats I could... Oh, we can do that for you. There you go. I don't know what it is you've said that it didn't like. Oh, that's really weird. Yeah, I can't work out what on earth it didn't like. It didn't like anti-foreigner, anti-immigrant for some reason. I'm going to turn my discrimination thing down again because it's just ridiculously over the top in what it does, clearly. My brain's going to catch up with me again. Oh yeah, so my notion of what it was like to live in London was, you know, I didn't see much like actual residential areas. So my notion of what it was like to live was the blocks of flats that I could see either side of the train line when we came in and out of London. So, you know, that was what I imagined it was like to live in London. And I do, in fact, now actually live in a block of flats next to the exact same train line. So I did exactly what I kind of thought I wanted to do as a childhood dream. Turns out maybe my dream could have been, like, you know, like a swanky townhouse or something. Would have been nice. I don't know if that would mean that one would have been the dream that would come true or not. But, yeah. Really odd to me. So I live literally next to the train line that goes to my mum's. It means I can get to see her really quickly when I want to. In normal times. Obviously not right now. People we actually tried to hang out with wonderful, but the general atmosphere and walking around felt extremely anti-foreign and anti-immigrant in a way it did in the past, and that's a real shame. Oh, that is a real shame. Oh, that really frustrates me to hear that because, yeah. I just think it's not the city that we've always been. That was my bad. Eek. Why aren't you getting the tank up? The healer. Enjoy this music. As a foreigner in London, I know what you mean. I really don't understand the order in which they're raising people who've died. This has not gone very well, this boss. I think we're going to manage it. It's not gone well. I think we're going to manage it. I haven't been to London over a decade, so I don't know how much what I remember still applies. I mean, London changes so quickly. I've been living in London for a decade now. Remember, the city just changes endlessly. In my head canon, you live in Dagenham, and if you wander too close to the property line, you can feel the CTC trains whizzing by. It is the CTC that I live next to, but not in Dagenham. I live right out in near Tower Hill, or right in near Tower Hill, I guess. You need to raise the tank. That's what you get for not raising the tank. Who knows what he's doing? Yeah, we failed again. I know where you work. Fabulous. Yeah, I'm between Tower Hill and Shadwell, if you know where Shadwell is. So I'm like a 10-minute walk from Tower Hill. I used to reminisce the fuck out of London, still appreciate it a lot about it, but the last trip ruined my wish of wanting to move there, at least in the immediate future. Say that definitely sucks. I'm so sorry it made you feel that way, Andre. See, no one deserves to feel that way. Oh fuck. Fell off. You work right near Fenchurch Street Station? Fab! Yeah, I'm super close to Fenchurch Street Station. Oh, this is going so badly. So what you might be noticing as well on screen is we are dying over and over and over. London is so expensive to live. When I saw rent prices quoted per student, per week as a student, I knew it wasn't for me. Yeah, it's super expensive. Ugh, a border agent almost refused to let you enter. Ugh, I hate... The border force are the worst. They really are the worst. Wondering why I've been marked. Yeah, they've always been pretty shit, the UK border force, to be fair. That one lightning and that one's fire. This is what I don't understand. If you've got a fire move, I want to stand here. Oh, you. I'm not doing well at this today. I'm so much better than this. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm just going to pay attention for a moment just because I keep fucking up. So I'm just trying to get us through this trial. I swear, the thing I hate about border guards is the notion that it's their job to keep people out. It's like, no, it's literally your job to like let people in. Like, why can't we have this change of mindset? Right, here we go. Now I need to button mush. Yes, that's it. It's an antagonistic relationship that should not be. Absolutely. You know, and I feel like some countries I've been to, and I guess I'm thinking places like, you know, when you go to countries that are really, really massively reliant on tourism, they get that and they understand it and they give you a welcoming experience because, like, you're coming there to spend your money, and they really want you to be there to spend your money. But so many countries don't get it. Shit, shit, shit. This is not going to go well. There we go, got out of it. In time. I am still... I can see you've written loads of stuff, but I'm still quickly going to try and... desperately trying to make sure we actually clear this boss this time. Because time whatever it is we're on, we've spent so long trying to beat this boss. I'm going to stay well clear of that. God, we've spent 13 minutes on this boss so far. Eek. We're nearly there though, 37% left. And counting. Good music, though. Oh. Didn't make it out in time. %. I thought this would be a little non-stressful play this afternoon. It's been, oh, shit. No, don't fall off. It's been a pretty stressful experience. This one. Okay, we're in the final 25%. We are nearly there. We are nearly there, folks. Get that tail, get the tail. Boom. I think the healer should use healer limit break 3 at this point. Yes, they did. They did. Oh, thank God. We're going to defeat the boss. We're going to defeat the boss. Bye-bye, motherfucker. I think that was Frost Embers. Or was it Smearcat? And I think it was Smearcat who did the limit break. Oh, the nightmare is about to be over, people. The nightmare is about to be over. Boom, done. Right, what have we got? Border agent presumably second or third gen herself. Should know better to be hostile. British mentality, we don't need anyone because we're amazing. Floors me. Taken over by the US border force. Border agent separate the shit. We've been new. Concept of borders in general is dumb. Yes. We need to talk about biscuits. Much more positive, says Michael. Right, when I gave my command to the right person. I got a player accommodation. I don't know how we got that player accommodation. Again, that's just like bonkers. I so did not deserve on that. Right, I wonder how many time stones I'm up to. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just grind for some currency. $150 out of 450. Okay, I've got a third of my tomestones for the week now. I'm just going to go see a mender. Because I bet my gear took a battering in there. Oh, it's fine. Okay, fine. I'm going to normal roulette. Do that one. What are you saving tomes for? I'm just in general, I'm just using them endlessly to get the Crystarium gear. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm grinding for my 450 tomes every week. Because I want them. Oh, Eden. Fun. This is going to be chaos, everyone. This is a raid from level 80. Yes, I finished the aiming set and that was enough for you. Okay, cool. Well, I still think I've not finished my fending set. And I'll probably start on a healing set because I got a level 80 healer. Yeah, this music's amazing. I'll let him be main tank. There we go. I can't be off tank. Here we go. So this is from the current raid series. Normal raid series in the game. So this is current content, so it's fairly challenging, but actually I don't find this one that difficult. I find the rest of Eden much more difficult than this, but then it is also this is also the first one from the raid series. Welcome to whoever's joined, lovely to have you with us. I've just been running some roulettes. We're currently facing Eden Prime. We're having fun times with that. Oh, the other tank is down. Right, I will main tank then. Yeah, this music is amazing. Gonna head out for a bit. Love you, Will. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Thank you, Andre. You get this go to this all the time in Mentor Roulette. Yeah, I can imagine people need... I mean, mentors are helpful in this kind of content, for sure. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors. Are helpful in this kind of content. Good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are helpful in this kind of content. You know, good mentors are help Not any old mentor. But also just players who like treat others with respect are really helpful in this kind of content, you know? And have patience and understand that it's someone's first time and therefore we need to take things a bit slowly and we might wipe. Oh, over into the corner, if I can get there. Has everyone made it? Oh, healer didn't quite make it, but has survived somehow. How many people do you think will die to the perimeter line? Probably quite a lot. Especially because this is the first one. I think, you know, you get used to it very quickly in Eden that I'm going to go nowhere near the edge of this arena. Because it's going to end badly. Oh, this is the cute visual bit. Why is there someone called Pushy Chair? I mean, like, that's a particularly intriguing character name, is Pushy Chair. Oh, DPS check. You saw one death. Okay, are you keeping count for us? I hope it's a DPS check and I'm nearly taking this one down single-handedly. The joys of being a warrior. Being able to do a reasonable amount of damage. You've had someone called Shag Me Silly before. Amazing. I shouldn't, but it's a guilty pleasure. What, watching... yeah. Oh, here we go. Second section. Ba 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 ba. And we're off. Halfway through. We saw some people last week, Tom, who had... oh, this week. Maybe it was this week. No, last week. Two people who had the surname Bitey Bum. They were very much one of us. That was absolutely for sure. Or two of us. Not even one of us. I got the feeling they were boyfriends who were playing together. From some of the conversation we had with them. But Ruben and I added them as friends because we thought they were really nice. We had fun with them. We had a really good chat with them while we were running the dungeon. Kind of like that. I like bumping into random people in game. Gonna go recolor your hair. Hope you'll have a fun time. Thank you, Ballard. Thank you for joining. Hope the hair recoloring goes well. I look forward to seeing pictures, hopefully. It'll definitely be fun to see pictures. Let's not go straight over there, folks. Let's drop the AoEs on our way. Thank you. Oh, good work. I got hit by one. Ugh. Just when I thought that will happen, yeah, Lamau, cool. Were they Catboys? They weren't Catboys, alas. They also weren't on our server. They were on Spriggan. So no chance of them becoming Catboys. Awesome though they were. I moved in marginally too quickly there, but there we go. You're done, Eden. Thank you for your time. Boom. I definitely do not need any of the pushy chair, can I recommend any of the loot. The machinist is still in a cutscene. Give the machinist a chance to get out. Oh look, it's on. The glowy side is gone. It's all dealt with. It's all dealt with. Fine, I'm not waiting for the machinist any longer. Oh, right. I think that is going to be me done for the afternoon. Because it's been fun. But I think I'll probably... Oh, that's not the keyboard I meant to be typing on. I think I'll go do something else. If you just bear with me, I'm just going to see if there's anyone that we could go... No, there is no one that we could... There is no one that we could go and raid. So, thank you everyone for joining. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for chatting about many things, from biscuits to politics to different cities to live in and all sorts. I will be back again tomorrow at 2 PM British summertime, when I'll be back playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So you come along and watch that. We're about halfway through nearly now, so having a good time. Come and play with me then. And I'll also be back on Sunday evening at 8 PM British summertime, when I'll be playing the next stage of my Final Fantasy XIV for Beginners series. So if you've enjoyed this but you haven't got a clue what's going on, if you want to have a clue what's going on, come along. We're kind of working our way through slowly and explaining things to give people a better idea of what's going on in the game. If you'd love to join me on Discord or follow me, that would be amazing. And if not, and even if you do, and whatever, I hope that you all have a really lovely rest of your day. And I will catch you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.